Okay, so it is Wednesday. Yesterday I did next to nothing, just went for a walk, that was it. Obviously I'm thinking about squatting 3 times a week. So to squat 3 times a week you need to have easy days. So Monday it was squat 105 kilos for 3 sets of 5, which was a good advance. Today it's 107.5. Now whether or not that's going to go 3 sets of 5, it remains to be seen. But obviously we're going to attempt it. It is what it is. On Monday it was squat 3 sets of 5, bench 3 sets of 5, and 1 set of deadlifts, followed by some heart rate stuff using mainly kettlebells. Okay. Today, squat 3 sets of 5, press, and I think I'm going to go to military press, which is the this in front of you, overhead press in front. Okay, just for changing it up a little bit. Hopefully get rid of some of the shoulder pain. And then it's going to be 3 sets of chins. Okay, now my chins have gone right down the toilet because of the elbow pain, so I'm just not being able to practice chins. And believe you me, chin-ups they're hard to progress on, and you easily lose it. Yeah. However, hopefully we'll get back up there again. So squat, press, chins, and then after all that it's going to be the heart rate stuff. I think I'm going for about 20 minutes today. So last time I went for, I was close to 20 minutes last time actually, so yeah, 20 minutes today. I'm probably going to do a load of clean and press with light kettlebells. I fancy that. Okay, doesn't really matter, I can vary it up, it's just for the heart rate. Anyway, I've warmed up, I've done all sorts of stuff for warming up, general warm-ups, warm up on the squat, and it's now loaded to 107.5. So I need to get a timer, which I'm going to set for 5 minutes, so it's quite a generous timer. Which you need to rest between your squat sets once they start getting a little bit difficult. So if a squat is difficult, believe you me, it's knocking the hell out of your system. You need to recover. You know, doing a good set of squats is like all out sprinting. Okay, so that's half a minute, and I will be doing 107.5 for 5 hopefully. Well, I think it will go the first set, but then we'll see. The first set should always go, but, well, I'm saying always. It should. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, good stuff. So far so good. It didn't feel horrendous. I mean, it felt bad. It always does. You know, don't get me wrong. You're not going to do your first work set of squats and walk away thinking, oh, that was pleasant. Let's have 20 more. No, it's always going to kick your ass. But in my opinion, in my judgment, that was doable. So I think I've got a fair chance on the next set of 5. The belt was bugging me. I think I've got something. I've got a problem with this rib. I got smacked once in boxing, and I think it cracked the rib, and it sort of like it cured itself. It took a long time, but it seemed to have left a lump on my rib. Which I don't think it's an issue of any kind. I mean, we're talking 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, more, probably 20 odd years ago. It's not an issue, but sometimes I can feel the belt connecting with it. Just a case of sort of like moving the belt around and getting a good position. Okay. I mean, on this present run, I'm doing everything with the belt on. So, the squats with the belt on, the deadlift with the belt on. I'll do the press with the belt on. Bench press, I don't think I can't see that it makes any difference. But because I'm doing squat, then bench, then deadlift, I'll just leave it on. So it will be on during the bench press, but I can't see that it makes any difference. But definitely, of all the lifts, for me, squatting is affected by the belt. The deadlift, not so much, and probably because I've done so much deadlifting without a belt. Because when you're in that, there's a certain position in deadlifting whereby, these thick powerlifting belts, they're bothersome. You're better off with one of those little belts. Those sort of like bodybuilder belts that are thin at the front. But essentially, I've done most of my deadlifting over the past, 20 years or so, without a belt. Not that I've pursued it very much. But I find that deadlifting without a belt is tolerable. Squatting without a belt, I find that it's a much harder proposition. I suppose if you started without a belt and kept going without a belt, it wouldn't make any difference. Okay, let's do it. 5 reps. Come on then. Okay. Seemed a bit closer to the limit, but it went. So that's 2 sets of 5. Good stuff. there's definitely, you know, swings and roundabouts to frequent squatting. You know, obviously, you know, squatting Monday hard, and I'm squatting Wednesday hard. You know, there is some residual fatigue, some residual, you know, soreness, let's say. It's not sore, but, you know, I'm not sore, but probably, you know, there's more to repair. But you don't have to be super duper perfectly recovered to benefit from another session. As long as the weights are going up, the weights are going up, that's all that matters really. You know, just be objective about it. Take the numbers. No matter how you feel or, you know, whatever. Makes no difference, you know. Go by the numbers more than anything else. And I'm not saying how you feel is not important. For, you know, if you've got some sort of a injury, then often the case you have to play it by feel. But the prime factor, the numbers, the sets, the weight, the sets, the reps. That's what's prime. But 2 sets of 5. That's good. Okay, I think I've got a good chance of 3 sets of 5. I think there's an effect of, you know, the last set effect. You know, you're thinking, this is my last set, I've just got to survive this little bit and I'm done. So you tend to think, okay, I'll just give it that little extra bit of effort because there's no more coming after this, I don't have to save anything, yeah? And often the case, the last set is, you know, a good performance because of that factor. Or whatever factor it may be, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for 5 if possible. But yeah, I think you know, one of the big positives about frequent squatting is you know you get the movement pattern sort of like ingrained. It's the movement feels very good. If you're a beginner squatting, you know what I'm talking about. You know, a beginner squatter, you know, there's no coordination. You know, the muscles simply do not coordinate. You have to go through that process of, you know, feeling awkward. You know, all over the place, uncoordinated. You know, it's a bit like, I don't know, ice skating or skateboarding or anything. You know, anybody can skateboard. You know that. But the first time you do it, you can't. Pretty similar to squatting. I think it's you know, it's not the most technical thing to do, but there is some technique to it. You know, the advice is pretty obvious. You know, approach with caution. Take your time about it. Get some confidence. Don't try and bang the weights up. I think that the squat is safe if you take the correct precautions. For example, you've got some sort of a system whereby you can put the bar down. And you take your time progressing. You don't jump up in, you know, silly weight jumps. Okay, this is the last set, so I want 5. Is it going to happen? 5. There you go. 3 sets of 5. All the protein, all the rest, all the sleep. All the mindset. You need it all to squat. But for today, all is well, another victory, and we'll return on Friday with 110. Okay, so as long as the weight's going up and I'm hitting 3 sets of 5, I'm going to stick to this format of hard squatting 3 times a week. As soon as I start missing the reps, which is bound to happen because I'm going to keep putting the weight up, so it's bound to happen. As soon as I start missing the reps, I'm going to change the format, put in a light day. So I'm going to go Monday heavy, Wednesday light, Friday heavy. Okay, the light day keeps your technique. It's still pretty hard because you're still quite tired from the other squatting. But it does, you know, the overall effect is that you know, it gives you a bit more recovery. Anyway, that was good. I thought I enjoyed that, no end. in an insane way, I suppose. But no, the enjoyment is getting the result. Okay, so you know, once more, I still feel like there's life left in the old dog. Feel young again. Yeah, I mean, you find the average 20-year-old and see how long it takes them to be able to squat 100 kilos. Yeah, you know, they've got to train for it if they do it at all. Well, I suppose I'm talking about the males. Yeah, 20-year-old male of average height. Yeah. So when you're knocking these out, you know, in your senior years, you know, it's quite special, really. Anyway, I'm going to turn the film off. I'm going to warm up for bench press and probably film again. No, sorry, not bench press. Overhead press. Okay, bye.